One of the biggest gamblers in Hollywood has always been Kevin Costner. Throughout his more than 40 years in the film industry, he has continuously placed bets on himself, despite warnings from others not to. For instance, his advisors begged him not to film a baseball movie when he initially rose to the position of leading man because they were not very successful at the box office. He made two consecutive in response, Field of Dreams and Bull Durham. Despite all of his risk-taking, Costner has apparently never learned the lesson of caution because he continues to play the dice, which may have now caught up with him. A stubborn Costner, who has a history of supporting ventures no one else would embark on, marched into his den in 2014 and told his wife something that couldn't have surprised her. Black and White, a racially fraught drama about a white grandfather parenting his African-American granddaughter, was the script that captivated him. The grandfather is involved in a custody dispute when the girl's grandmother demands that she reside with her drug-addicted father instead. Naturally, however, no studio wanted to pay for the film because Costner works in the infamously risk-averse Hollywood. "I think it's a powerful movie, but I think it's very commercial," Costner stated at CinemaCon, expressing frustration. "It smells, in my opinion, like what studios desire, which is money, and that's not a terrible thing. Financial and artistic endeavors are not incompatible, in my opinion." Sadly, his logic was ignored, and he said, "I couldn't get anybody to see what I saw in it." Therefore, when Costner said to his wife, "I think I'm going to pay for this movie," she responded in the same way that she had probably done on the numerous other occasions that Costner had chosen to finance a film with his own funds. She pondered, "If you believe that's what you should do, then that's what you should do," and he followed her advice. According to reports, Costner agreed to star in Black and White for director Mike Binder, with whom he had previously collaborated on The Upside of Anger, and paid nearly $9 million for the movie, which was its entire budget. As with the first time Costner broke Hollywood's golden rule, never ever invest your own money in a movie, the gamble paid off, as the film brought in $21 million at the box office. Since Dances with Wolves, the Yellowstone star has thrown his own money into the mix to see a movie through to completion. Kevin's Gate. A clever allusion to Michael Cimino's Heaven's Gate, which bankrupted an entire studio, was the title of that epic western, which took 5 years to film. Despite being dubbed an idiot and contributing $3 million to the $19 million budget, Costner went on to win 7 Oscars, make $424 million at the box office, and reportedly earn $50 million. Next, Costner reportedly spent $22 million to reconstruct Waterworld after a hurricane destroyed the $100 million budgeted film's main location in Hawaii. The film turned into a well-known box office failure, but Costner has consistently said that it recovered its investment multiple times as a result of TV arrangements and related VHS DVD sales. However, it's unclear if he ever saw his $22 million again. Although the precise amount is unknown, Costner also invested in the 1997 film The Postman, which was a historic failure and probably didn't pay for itself. However, Black and White was followed by Costner's biggest risk to date. He paid $38 million, or well over $50 million, to film his ultra-ambitious 4-part Western Horizon, an American saga, depending on which reports are to be believed and which Costner soundbites are the full truth and nothing but the truth. Unfortunately, the 2024 box office failure of the first installment of that epic seemed to indicate that Costner should have resigned while he was still in the lead. But Costner isn't a man who hesitates to follow his convictions. No number of lessons learned will stop him from pursuing his passions if he believes they require his financial support. One day, he told The Hollywood Reporter, "I had the kind of success that I couldn't even dream of. However, I don't want to let my collection of stuff, whether they be financial or otherwise, become so significant to me that I lose sight of my goals. That's going to control me if I let it," I told myself.